My screen is visible to all of you. Am I audible?
Yeah, Tanveer, your screen is visible.
Okay, fine. So today we have the topic SGID and using the bash shell. So today we will start first with the SGID. What is the use case of SGID? Suppose there are 3 employees in a company working on the same project, and they want that whatever files or reports are there, it should be uploaded in a common place, and everyone can at least read the report of each other, but others cannot access. Okay. So this is the basic requirement. Now I will show you to go with the normal concept, what are the problems we are facing. So let it open. Meanwhile, if you have any question from the previous session, you can ask. Now going to login. So to fulfill that requirement, to store the data in common place, as of now we have 2 users, so we will see on the same, and so they will come to the root, so that root will create a folder like mkdir, suppose /project. Then root will create a group name, uh, group add, suppose the group name is cells. Okay. Then root will add user mod minus capital G space group name space username, and similarly he will add the user Fahim to fulfill this requirement which I have explained. Then if you see the detail of the folder project, as of now owner is root and group owner is also root. So group owner needs to be changed. For this, we have command chgrp cells slash project. Now you see. So chgrp is used to change the group owner, and if you want to change the owners of any file or folder, then you will use chown, chown, and then username and folder name or file name. Okay. So if the same file is handed over to someone else to work, then we change the ownership, and whatever permission earlier was to the previous owner, same will be to the new owner. So now ch mode to set the permission 770 on project. Why I am giving 770? 7 for the owner root full permission, and 7 for the sales group members full permission, and 0 for other user, that will be they cannot open this folder and they cannot go inside this folder. So this much things they'll come to the root and they'll ask the root to create. Now going to log in with both the user Tanveer and Fahim. Okay. Now what Tanveer is going to do, you see, cd project, and he is going to create a file report one. I have done some work in it. If you use ls space minus l, here you see who is the owner of the file, Tanveer, and group owner is also Tanveer. Later what he will do, chmod 640 on report one. Now as per the permission, Tanveer can read write and the group members can read only. But now if Fahim is trying to access the same file, he will not be able to. So every time what Tanveer need to do is he need to use the command chgrp and change the group owner of the file or folder which he is creating. Then only Fahim will be able to access it. Understood the problem statement? Now, to fix this issue, whoever is going to create, either Fahim, Tanveer, he need to change the group owner of the file and folder, then only their group members can access. Now, to fix this problem, they came to the root. What root has done? Root has set the SGID. The SGID value is 2. So what is going to happen with the SGID? Now, whatever files and folder is created inside it, suppose cat space greater than report 10. ls space minus l space report 10. You see, now the group owner is changed or not by default. So this is the advantage of using SGID. So when you use SGID, it is applied on folder so that there will be same group owner as parent folder. So whatever is created inside it, files or folder, automatically the group owner will be set as per the parent folder. Okay. Now to fix this, every time we need to change the permission. We have seen yesterday that we have the umask solution. So when we set the umask like 027, after that this problem will go. As Fahim also, if he is going to set mask 027, then now onwards they don't need to set any permission or anything. Like for example, cat greater than report 20, if you use ls space minus l report 20, you can see the permission is also set and group owner is also changed. Okay, as per the parent. For this, we use chmod. Sorry, sgid permission. So any doubt, any question in sgid?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Europe, Asia, and the folder project. Restall is the system folder. Now, moving to the next, that is using the bash shell. First thing here we have command line shortcuts. When we are writing the command line, what are the shortcuts we have? If we use asterisk, means matches zero or more character, means everything it will match. Question mark, it will match a single character. This to define the range of numbers. Alphabets, from where to what characters it has to match. All the character except this one. So this type of situation we can have. Let us see the same. Like if I want to suppose delete or copy, we can use the commands accordingly. MU and asterisk. So what happened? Music and Mumbai both deleted, you see. Okay. Or if I set like this, 3 question mark, Fox deleted. So all the files or folder which is of 3 letters got deleted. Or somewhere we have a confusion that whether it is E, I, there also we can use question mark. Okay. For example, here we have India, RM space minus RF, IND, whether it is E or A, I don't know. Okay. You see, India folder deleted. So to delete, to copy, we can use this asterisk, question mark, these type of things. Wherever we have to refer it. Next is command editing tricks. So what exactly is this command editing tricks? Suppose suppose this is the situation. I have to edit this command. Control A, you see, beginning of the command, the cursor will jump. Control E, end of the command line, it will jump. Okay. For these things, we use these shortcuts. So generally, we don't use it. Instead, we use our arrow key. Next is tilde. We have already seen the tilde. Tilde refers to the home folder of current login user. Next is command line expansion, commands and brace set. So here we have like if you want to take something common, middle bracket, how we use in the mathematics, or a small bracket, like when we refer any variable as a command, we use it this and echo to print. For example, echo welcome to India. You see, it will print the same. So when we write the script, we want to print any line when the script runs or any message, then we use this echo. Similarly, today date is dollar date. So here when we put dollar in the beginning of anything, it understands the next character is variable. But when we put a small bracket, then inside that we can set any command and accordingly we can run it also. Now next is variable. So what is variable? Variables are word which is having some value. For example, greetings. Done. Now next time when you type echo dollar greetings, you see it will print the same. Okay. So we can use like this. Or you see. Next is here commands. Okay. Here we can see this the format of prompt. Also like hist file size. Here we can see the history size. So these are the configuration variables. You see, it will show you the home folder. So these are the pre-configured variables. Next is alias. So what is the difference between variable and alias? Variable is simply a word which is having some value, and alias is a shortcut to any command. Okay. Clear. Now next time if I type C, it will clear. So alias is space whatever word you want to set as a shortcut equal to, you can give the command. Okay. So the command you can give as a single word also, you can give as a long command like for the backup or anything you want you do frequently. Instead of typing, you can create a alias or shortcut, and then next time onwards you type the same word and run it, it will run. Okay. Now the next is how Bash is going to expand the command line. So first of all, when we type any command, it search for the variables. Do we have any variables? Do we have any command substitute, any alias? If it is, then it will expand the values of this search and put the values of this all. Then it will check whether we have any globbing characters like asterisk, question mark. Accordingly, what are the things are matched, it will give the values. Once these all things are expanded, then it will set input output redirection, and then the command is executed. So this is how the batch is going to expand the command. Next is, suppose we want to print the dollar as a symbol. You see, means it has not printed dollar and this 5 also. Why? Because it understood that 5 is a variable and it started searching the values. It didn't find anything. Okay. You see. So if you want to print it, then we have the backslash. So backslash prevent the expansion. Now the next is cell script. So what exactly is a cell script? So cell script is nothing, just a normal text file which contain series of command to be executed. So why do we use this? To automate commonly used command, means suppose every day when I come to office, I have to execute 10 commands every day. That is just for monitoring or to fetch any report, something like that, to take the backup. So what I can do is I can create a script. When I come, I will directly run that script. That's it. Perform system administration and troubleshooting. For that also, we can create simple application or we can manipulate the text or file. Now, how to create a shell script? Generally, nothing is required. Simple, I'll show you. Without this all, we can create a shell script. Vi my script. Just I've given a name. Any name we can give. Insert mode, calendar, date, ls. Now you see, to run this sh my script, you see, first calendar executed, then date, then ls. So a script file is nothing, simple a text file with a series of command. Whatever you type in the same sequence, it will run. Now, to create a shell script, it should look like that. We do define a cbang sequence. We say it as a magic cbang sequence, which starts with hash. So what exactly is a hash? When we put hash in front of any line, our bash will understand it is a comment. So it will not execute that line, whatever things are written. So if you want to write in between any information in the script file, you can start the line with the hash. So it will not understand it as a command. Just understand. Let us see the same. Insert mode. I have done. I've just written anything. You see, line one, I command not found. But same thing if I'm going to put hash and then I run it. You see, no error is there because it understood the first line where I put the hash means it is a comment. Also, just to look like it is a shell script, we start the file with hash sign of exclamation slash bin slash bash, but it is not mandatory. Okay. Now, if you want this script to execute automatically, by default, there is a permission of read write only. My script. So what we can do is we can give execute permission. So we can use numeric method also. U plus X. You owner can execute which file? My script. Now you see. Next time, if I write the full path, you see full path how it looks. slash root. You see. Now another thing is we can also execute it dot slash my script to run. So both the options we have to run this script. To identify the every file have the extension like docx for the word file, .txt for text file, HTML file comes with .html. Similarly, if you want this, you can use the extension my script dot sh. So we can give the as an extension. So this is just a sample script, how we can write a script. Now here you see, next is login versus non-login cell. Before that, whatever I have taught you till now in the using bash cell, do you have any question or is it clear for all? Is it okay for all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now moving to the next, that is login versus non-login cell. So what exactly is a login cell and what is it non-login cell? So the cell, the console where we get the option to log in, that is called login cell, and where we don't get the option to log in with, that is called non-login cell. For example, you see login cell, like when we go to the command prompt here, this is login cell where we can log in with any user. When you see here, so this is what, this is the login cell. So graphical command line, these all are login cell plus su, and then you give the username, that is also login cell where you can log in with any specific user. But there are some cell where you cannot log in. For example, if you type only su, so by default it will log in with the root. When you log in the graphical desktop here, and you are going to open the terminal, so here this graphical terminal, when we are going to open, it will open with the current logged in user. So that is also non-login cell. When we execute any script, that is also non-login cell and any bash instance. Activities when I'm going to open the terminal. You see, it is not asking me to, which user you want to open the terminal. It will open by default with the current login user. That's why we say it as a non-login cell. Now the next is bash startup script. What does it mean? This startup script is defined to run when user is going to log in. Okay. So there are two type of scripts. One is bash RC, one is profile. So whatever you mention in this profile, when the user is going to log in, it will run automatically. So etc profile, whatever you define in this file, it will run when any user is going to log in. And when you are going to define any script or any command in this file, then when the user who has defined for himself, you see tilde means home folder. So for that user only it will run, not for all. Okay. And this is set like when you come to office, you want when I log in automatically this command should run. This is script should run like email checker. So for these type of things. So let us see VIS space slash etc slash profile. I want whenever someone log in, automatically the calendar should run. You see, automatically calendar run for the root. Same time, I'm going to log in on another terminal with Tanveer. See, for Tanveer also it run. Okay, tilde slash bash underscore profile. So if I'm going to set it for the root user only or for any current logged in user, tilde slash dot bash underscore profile. And here I'm going to add, suppose the message when I log in. Okay. Now you see, if root is going to log in, first whatever things are defined in this profile, etc profile, first it will run. Then what is defined there in his own profile file, that will run. Okay. So for this user, it didn't run. Similarly, here for the bash RC, we have here you see. So what is the use of this all? So same thing you can define and the effect will be same. So if you want to set your local variables or alias, you can define in bash RC. It doesn't mean that we cannot define in etc profile or bash profile. We can define here also. Okay. Now, if we do any changes in the script file, then what we need to do? For example, you see, if I set alias in the bash RC file, alias space basant equal to clear. If I write now basant, Command not found. Why it's not found? Because to run that script, we have to log out and re-log in. So instead, we have a solution called source. Now, if I try, you see, it worked. So we can do sourcing of the file. So changes to the profile and bash RC file need to be sourced. Else we have to log out and then log in, then it will take effect. So one method is put a dot a space a script name with the path, or you can use source and then the script name with the path. Next is exit task. So exit task, here we define the logout. Okay. It is not for all, it is for a specific user. Like for example, you want to take backup when you are logging out automatically, it should clean the temporary files. It should start taking the backups of the work, what we have done in the entire day. So these all things we can define in bash underscore logout file. Okay. So this was the using bash shell. Now moving to the next, that is the standard input, output, and pipes. So in Linux, we provide input output to the program using any three options. Like a standard input, we give it through keyboard by default. Output we get on the screen or terminal, or error also we get on screen or terminal. So what is the use of this topic? Suppose when we execute any script, there will be some error, some output. So we want to filter it, because now we are writing only 2 3 commands, so it is very easier. We can see, okay, this is the error, this is the output. But there is, suppose there is 100 of lines in a script file. I want to filter which run, which didn't run. For that, we can use this. So let us see the same. Sorry. So there are some commands and there are some wrong commands also I have given. Now if I run the script dot slash, you see there are some error, some output, but we are not able to find it exactly. I want to filter it. So for that, we have to run this command and then we have to write greater than and then the file name result 1. You see error came on the screen, output is redirected in that file. So when you go vi space result 1, you can see these are the outputs. What I want now is I want to redirect error and see output on the screen 2 greater than. You see output is on the screen and error is inside the file. Next, I want to redirect everything, error and output both. So now both things are in. Yes. So if you want to filter it, you can use greater than, 2 greater than, and greater than. So it will redirect the output to a file. It will redirect error on the file and everything in the file. And generally what happens if you use double greater than, like you want to use the same file, but line by line you want to add one by one. So you want to take first output, then error, then you want to take anything in the same file, then you can use double greater than to append. So that we have already seen in the cat. So same they have given as an example. Now the next is pipe. So what is the use of pipe? So pipe is used to convert output of one command as an input for second command. Or you can say pipe is used to connect multiple commands. Output of first command will become input for second command. For example, I want to see the calendar of 2024. You see, lot of output has gone up. So if I use less command, nothing. So I want to use both. Less is used to display page wise. Piping less. So output of this command will become input for this command. That will display page wise. So I can scroll and see. To exit. Similarly, another option like do we have any file here? Okay. So I'll create one file. Now there is a file test. So if you see here, I want to translate it. Cat space test pipe. So whatever output comes, I want to translate a small to capital. So this is basically pipe, use of pipe. So we can combine multiple functionality together. If there is a error at any point of the command, then from that point it will not move further. It will give the error. Suppose there is an error in command number 2. So command number 3 will not execute. You will get error directly. So error is not forwarded across pipe. Now the use of pipe is like for the less we have seen, or the email. If we have an email server, we can use the command echo whatever message you want to send, then pipe. Mail is the command to send email, -s subject, then what is the subject and the recipient user email ID. Similarly, you want to send a printout of any text, you write the text using echo, pipe directly LPR command. But if you want to specify the printer, then minus capital P and the printer name. Okay. Now there is a one more thing, that if you want to combine multiple commands together, how you can combine. Okay. And then we can use piping. Yes, you see. First we got the output of calendar 2003, 24, and then the output of less. You see. So using this, you can combine multiple commands together. Okay. So this is the use of pipe.
Can we combine only the files or directories?
Files and directories means what?
Means here we have pictures and downloads. Can we combine that and can we display the content of those two files?
Mm, I don't think in that way, but let me check. It should not. For example, I want you want to combine ls space slash boot command and the content of folder and content of file, correct?
Yes, sir. Or two other directories or something.
See, like this, it will come. Directly name you cannot give, command only you can combine, you see, in this way.
Okay.
So first it is showing the what are the files and folder is in the boot folder and the content of file is coming here like this.
Got it, sir.
Okay. Now the T command is used to troubleshoot the complex pipe issue like you see. So what is going to happen? Output of first command is saved here in this file using the T, and then similar parallelly it is forwarded as an input for the second command. Okay, so this T is used for complex troubleshooting. So what is the output of the first command? After the pipe we can put the T, so it will come here and further it will forward also, just like a T how we use in our tap. So water flows and it comes from the tap also parallelly. So T is used for troubleshooting the pipe issues. We can check at every point that what was the output of the first, second, third. After every command, we can set the T and we can check where is the error. Now, just now we have seen this translation command. So for this, we have given input through the pipe, but we can directly give input with from the file using this symbol. How we can? So here a space and then we'll write test. You see, without pipe, we can give input directly from the file. Now, the next is if you want to add multiple lines as an input, for example, you want to send an email, mail, subject, whatever you want, subject, email ID, and then the last word. Okay. Then enter, type the lines, lines, lines. When you give the last word and hit enter, it will send the email. For this purpose, we can use. Okay. Now it remains for loop scripting, which we will see tomorrow, and then text processing tool. So I hope till now whatever things we have covered is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pipes. And next class we will cover for loop scripting and text processing tool. Okay. So after this, then this one we have completed redirecting output to a file or program, editing the text file from cell prompt we have already done, changing the cell environment using SU, we have done that, and viewing, editing text files using VI editor. We have already completed this. After this all, this special permission, the topic which was remaining SGID, that also we have completed. And writing a simple script, we have completed. Now this two part is remaining. So tomorrow we will cover the portion of day 9. After that, from here, we will go as per the sequence. Okay. I hope the course status and everything is clear now. So next class, we will cover the same.